Hi, everybody. Welcome to AIta Pod. I'm Danny Vega, joined by Karla and Radu.
Yo.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Hey, yo. Man.
I feel unhinged.
Yeah, I feel disabled physically and mentally.
You have back issues?
I do have back issues, but then also the physical labor of it will lead to bad mental stuff.
Yeah, that's hard. I meant to tell you I was going to recommend something, so after remind me.
Okay, yeah.
You probably already have all the people
Was
you
it
need, but...
a type of heroin you taking a pill? Because that's my favorite option.
No, I don't have that one.
So I think we're thick in political turmoil, and
Why? What's going on? Is there an election?
I don't know if you heard, but Trump's goons are murdering people on the streets,
Literally.
and yeah, last night I have my own personal turmoil. I'm kind of like going through a breakup, to keep it real.
That's very similar.
Yeah, I haven't told you guys about it because I was trying to kind of keep it private.
Whoa.
And now he's talking about the breakup publicly.
Well, I'm just saying it is a breakup. She's really awesome. Got nothing negative to say. It's just like one of those things.
Just watch him land this plane.
Her?
He's going to tie this to the Minnesota thing.
Oh my God.
His own personal
anyway, we basically finally...
Politics are crazy. I'm going through a breakup.
But what about me? It's always about someone else. What about me? No. So that was my mentality because we finally we'd been like, we kind of agreed to break it off, but then we were still maintaining a lot of contact. And so we finally had that conversation where it's like, if we keep talking to each other, we're obviously not going to end the bond. You know, you have to have space.
That's real.
So I'm walking circles around Echo Park Lake, a tradition for ruminating.
Today?
Last night.
You and the swans.
Me and the swan boats. And I'm walking, and I'm in my own head, you know, just like thinking horrible, just like, oh, and I'll never find someone, whatever. Just caught in my, what's that?
I said bendito.
Z. And then caught in my own bullshit. And this guy yells at me, "Are you racist?" And I didn't want to have this conversation. I think he was like selling his art or some shit. And so
he's using the guilt first method.
Exactly.
Wow.
Prove it.
You can't not respond.
We take Amex.
And I did respond. And how I responded was I said, yes. And I walked away.
Yeah. You got to hit him with that sometime.
Yeah.
No, you got
was he
every...
black?
Doesn't matter.
He was black or Mexican. I think he was probably Mexican. He starts chasing me. He starts yelling.
Say that, yeah.
He's chasing me. He's like, "Are you a Nazi? Are you a Nazi?" And I'm embarrassed to admit, but this is the truth. I said, "Are you an R slur?"
Oh my.
Yes. Yeah.
And
totally how I would have behaved as well.
But he read my energy. It came through, and we actually ended up hugging. And I said, "I'm sorry." And I was just like, "You're harassing me." And I was caught up in my own bullshit. And I shook his hand, and it was okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fun.
So now we're dating.
Now we're dating, baby. All you had to do was say no to "Are you racist?" and that all would have been avoided.
But what dude gets it? It's like
it's not about being perceived as racist or not, right? It's about someone is being mentally ill at you, and you're like, I'm gonna game recognize game. I'm gonna give that right back.
Exactly.
This man doesn't sound mentally ill to me.
Are you racist? Just asking strangers.
It sounds bold. I think more people need to do that these days.
That's fair.
Maybe at their jobs, not on the street, just walking by.
You're saying it makes more sense to do that at your job
Absolutely.
than just... No.
He doesn't know what jobs are.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A. Are you racist? Okay, I'll have an M13.
Just checking. Thanks.
Yeah. So that was my Sunday night.
Sheesh. I thought this was definitely going to be like, oh, you ran into her on the lake. It went a whole different direction than I was expecting.
No,
this is just two innocent bystanders about to kill each other because they're radicalized by the news.
In 2 weeks, Danny's going to have like a really deep script about walking around Echo Park Lake. Yeah. Did you ever see that one movie? It was like Beneath Silver.
No, I haven't, but I love It Follows. I heard it's good.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
My friends like it. Do you guys have any talking points? We're ready to jump into this bad. But let me say, fuck ICE. I think we're personally affected in our community. Obviously, there's like little crazy ICE stops, or like these motherfuckers are pouring in. And yeah, I don't know. I rarely am political with this podcast because I don't view it as relevant. But I think I mean, I was just telling Karla, the libertarians, the far right people, they literally posted like no ICE. Like ICE is crazy. Of course, they're not acting with due process. Like these are Trump's goons. It's dictator behavior.
Well, I wouldn't call them the far right, first of all, because the libertarians traditionally, they pretend to be little government or whatever. They're just elitists who like they understand that like less rules helps people with lots of money. But it is interesting that like usually they pretend to be libertarians are this. They're like, I'm embarrassed to be a Republican. I think all these things are bad or whatever.
Right.
And then they always coalesce with Republicans every time.
Right. Okay. Well, that's fair. We can meet there.
Because they're more conservative.
They're conservative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And some of them are just pedophiles. Let's be honest. They're just like the law is too restrictive when it comes to the age of.
Well, if the pedophiles are saying you're doing something wrong, you're probably really doing something wrong.
That's going to be a nasty meeting like, sir, we've lost the pedophile.
Last night I watched a movie. It's called Irrational Man. Have you heard of it? It's from 2015.
No.
It's with Joaquin Phoenix and Emma Stone.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and the log line is like, a distraught existential crisis philosopher begins to have an affair with a student or something like that.
It's a Coen Brothers film, right?
No, it's a Woody Allen film.
Oh,
So I watched the whole movie. I was like, oh, this was actually like okay.
Yeah.
Because it really wasn't mainly about the affair. It was about this whole other plot line. But then I was like looking at the info and I was like, of course it's a Woody Allen film. Of course. And like the underlying affair just like kind of, I was like, I hate that he made me think that. I was like, well, it wasn't really about him having sex with someone 40 years younger than him.
Oh my God.
okay.
Woody Allen.
It's about America.
It's
Why is he so horny? Bro, you're like over 70 and you play the clarinet. Like, why are you such a horn dog?
That's a horny profile.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, we're gonna do a little ep here. Our second story, AIta for announcing my own mother's death on Facebook.
Well, shit.
But first, a little bit of information control to heat us up. It's AITA for telling everyone involved what my best friend's husband did. Yesterday, I-36F got a frantic call from my best friend, also 36F. She says that both she and her husband, 35M, were stuck at the gas station because their cars won't start. Sounds unrealistic to some. This is in a northern state during an Arctic blast of negative 40 degrees, bro.
That's cold.
Damn.
That sucks. Batteries stop working in that kind of cold. Friend tells me her husband called her to come give him a jump. When she got there and tried to jump his car, hers suddenly shut off and wouldn't start. Naturally, I already have jumper cables in my truck, so I head straight to the gas station where they're both stuck. Try her husband's car, nothing works. Tried my friend's car, won't start. Called my husband, 40M, for assistance. He comes with a high-powered battery jumper pack. He tries both vehicles, nothing works. Now we're stumped. My husband calls his brother-in-law, who's a mechanic. Brother-in-law shows up. A few things that test different parts. He can't find anything wrong. After 3 hours, everyone is frozen stiff and ready to call it quits. They all leave. I called for a tow truck to come get the cars. While waiting for the tow, I'm trying every car shop in town to find an opening for even one of the two vehicles. It's at this moment that my friend's husband tells me that he's sure that both vehicles won't start because he poured half a gallon of antifreeze into both gas tanks.
Whoa.
I'm shocked. He kept this to himself for 3 hours while all of us worked in the cold trying to help. I texted this to my husband and brother-in-law. They're pissed and refuse to come back out.
Rightfully so.
I finally found a shop close that was still open. They agreed to take both. Once everything was taken care of, my friend offered to buy me dinner. At the restaurant, I told her I texted my husband and brother-in-law about what he did. She became upset because she feels that it makes her husband look stupid. Since we found a shop that could fix it, I should have just not said anything. She called her husband, and for nearly 15 minutes, I could hear him yelling at her. She tries to calm him down by saying it's okay. Everything will work out. He doesn't need to worry about it. His parents will be back. Apparently, her husband feels emasculated and is afraid that all of us think he is stupid.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that nobody has said a word to him about it. I can see where he's coming from, though. I imagine the situation likely brought out one of his biggest sensitivities and fears of public rejection. AITA for telling my husband and brother-in-law the stupid thing he did.
That's a lot to unpack, but actually not really.
No, I was just thinking, I was like, imagine doing all that shit. First we got this, then we did this, and you're like, And am I the bad person? Like in negative 40 degrees, I might not even text you back. I might not even respond.
Well, I'm saying, why are they even out? And the irony of them all being in negative 40 degree weather trying to figure out the problem. And the problem was antifreeze.
Antifreeze is so fucking funny.
Well, I mean, it's pretty like stupid thinking to be like, me put antifreeze in gas tank, gas no freeze.
It's going to freeze up, right? So I don't... You don't want to, I mean, you put antifreeze in your toothpaste, right?
Absolutely. They sell it at the car store, so it goes in the car. I reckon any hole will do.
Go, and it's green.
And it's green. My dog likes the taste of it. How bad can it be? I mean, there just is no thinking here. But you know what's a classic stupid person thing? Everyone does stupid shit.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah. The most brilliant person in the world would do something stupid.
Yeah.
The mark of a truly stupid person, though,
is to keep it to yourself.
Well, is to also just be angry and emotional and not just take ownership.
Defensive.
Because it shows that you don't learn. And that's why you're so stupid.
Why did he do that?
It's probably because he's just a ball of hot ego.
But like, why would you put antifreeze
someone
in
else's
your gas
car?
Tank?
Not just yours. Someone else's car as well.
Twice.
He's like a terrorist.
And also, you have to like actively put like. How do you put it in? You have to have like one of those like attachments that like puts it inside. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, oopsie.
No, you'd be surprised. It's easier to get stuff in a car than you realize.
Like I've seen people do the windshield wiper fluid where like the oil goes or something that. And you're
people
like, shit.
People get the diesel nozzle in the gas tank, and that's not even the right shape.
They specifically designed it.
Like,
and they do once,
exactly.
Once a month, someone's like, not got it in. Fuck the gas station.
I won.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's 40 degrees. You're not thinking straight. I don't know. Like, to me, I'm like, look, this is a big old mistake.
Are you saying you think it happened at the gas station?
No, they were stuck at the gas station.
And he did it prior.
Yeah, he did it prior at home or something. I mean, to me, it's not the craziest idea.
Hey, just topped your gas off.
You know, it's stupid. Yeah. I mean, this is something that I would expect like a 17-year-old to do, where it's like, I see where you were going.
Yeah. Unless he was, I don't even understand it. Nothing goes in your gas tank except gas.
It's almost like it's in the name.
Literally.
They really spelled it out.
Okay, but the question is she an asshole for telling people? I feel like if you brought people out and they were out there for 3 hours, also, why is OP the one calling the shops and shit? Like, are you taking response? I guess you're just trying to help your friend.
Yeah,
like,
she's been very helpful
this whole time.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's an awesome friend.
She is an awesome friend. I 100% whether I texted when I go home, I'm telling my husband. There's in no world are these people not finding out that he did that.
I mean, yeah, so this is information control. You know, I think I'm trying to think of a more like, so this one I think is very obvious because it's like your stupid action. By failing to disclose your stupid action, you horrifically put people out to torture, really. Borderline torture, right? Like if I said, Radu, you have to be outside at negative 40 degrees for 2 hours.
3 hours.
And
3 hours.
Waste your time. Figure out what's going on.
You know, like we're so far gone. But like I'm trying to think of a more mundane, embarrassing thing. And I do feel like if it wasn't putting someone out, it wasn't harmful.
Yeah.
That could shift me a little bit, right? Like, let's say, Karla, you know, you let out this just disgusting fart, and I have it on video. Now that's a document that I own, theoretically. But you say, you know, I don't want you to put that out. I don't want you to show that to anyone. I think that's kind of fair. It's like you didn't harm anyone.
Right.
And it's embarrassing. You know?
And everybody farts.
Here's the upside. This person got to see the lengths that their like husband and brother-in-law and whatever, all these. That's the only upside that you get to notice from this, because you're cutting them out of your life forever, because you know they're married to Lemmy from Of Mice and Men, and you're like, I don't
seriously, they
want to go to your funeral.
I mean, Lemmy was good spirited though. He wasn't a dick.
Yeah, he wasn't a dick.
Are you saying Lemmy?
Is it Lemmy or Lenny?
Lenny. He's wearing a lemon zesty shirt.
I'm illiterate.
Like,
talking about Lemmy, acting like Lenny.
Well, here's the thing.
I've never read it. I just know. I know all.
We know you didn't read anything.
I know all disabled references.
But now people are gonna, I think, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm never coming up to help you again. You are now the boy who cried wolf. Because anytime you ask me for help, I will not trust that you actually need help or telling me the truth.
No, bro, you are the wolf.
Yeah.
You are the wolf. You're like, who could have done this?
Yeah. I have a good comparison. It's like if this light bulb went out that was so high, you needed a ladder, but Radu just kept being on his tippy toes, struggling to change a light bulb, stressing his back out. And then you're like, oh, wait, I forgot I had a step ladder over here. And then it would have made his life so much easier and it would have taken less time. But even then, that's not even that dumb. It's just like did this guy forget he did that for 3 hours?
No, he didn't forget. Because he knows on some level, he knows it's him.
And then he just turned to the girl and was like, well,
this sounds like a guy that's like not from cold weather and he was just stuck there. Because this happens to me when I go to Europe in like whatever, December, January, February. Well, it's where I'm from. I'm from the bad part that you don't even want to go to.
That's true. Nobody's ever been like, I just had a great vacation in Romania.
I love the border with Ukraine. It's so beautiful. That Black Sea smell. No, it's a fucked up place. It's just like a European Iraq. And I drive around and then it'll freeze like crazy. And everyone's like, oh, you have chains and stuff to put on your car, right? I'm like, no, this is a rental front wheel drive. I just can't drive now. Basically, you know what I mean?
Damn.
And you'll go out and you're like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine or whatever. And then just the whole back of your car will slide or whatever.
That's terrifying.
You'll look around and you don't have the stuff to get, a foot of snow off your car. Like you need a scraper. You need there's very little things if you're just not accommodated and then all of a sudden you're there. Especially when trouble. Man brain takes over and you're like, I got to fix things. We got problems. Yeah. It's time for fixings.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would be like, dude, it was a really dumb mistake if you did that. Like if you for this guy to be 35 and try this is pretty harebrained, especially in the age of like, was the cell phone network down? This is a quick Google. Yeah. I mean, I think even the AI can nail this one.
I don't even know what antifreeze is for. It goes in like windshield wiper fluid.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's.
You think ChatGPT would support this? Like, yep, that's a great idea.
Probably, yeah.
But I'm just like, God, it really sounds like you exerted no thought towards something.
I think he took it so literally. And this is actually so funny because I was talking to my sister yesterday and they just got 18 inches of snow in New England. God. But I was like, what are you guys doing for the rest of the day since you're kind of just going to be in the house? And she's like, oh, I don't feel like cooking. So I'm going to make some frozen pizzas for dinner. And I heard my 4-year-old niece in the background go, oh, I don't want that.
Wow.
And my sister's like, well, too bad because mommy is tired and she doesn't want to make dinner. So that's what we're having. And then my niece goes, well, can you at least warm it up first?
Wow.
So she took it so literally. We're having frozen pizzas for dinner. Like for a 4-year-old brain, she didn't register that just meant like it starts frozen and then it heats up. So like this guy's like,
I disagree with your interpretation.
Well, I'm just saying for the 4-year-old.
I think the 4-year-old has been fed frozen pizza. Yeah. I don't think she's that smart to take it literally.
What do you mean?
Who is this? Your sister? Did your sister been feeding her frozen pizza?
No, she never had. They never have frozen pizza.
Oh, they've never had it before.
Okay. Tons of pizza
that's
shops
really funny.
Yeah, so she
we had the same.
That's a great. We had the same thought.
No,
that's a good bit. That's a great bit to do to your kids, though. Just give them fucking frozen rock solid, and then they're like, "What? Figure it out."
But I was like, "Whoa!" I forgot that the brain of a 4-year-old takes things literally. They don't necessarily always understand what you're saying. So maybe this guy saw antifreeze and I was like, wow, what a better idea than to put antifreeze in a car in the cold.
I had to cut off some 4-year-old friends. Those motherfuckers are so literal.
They suck, dude.
It's like
they do not get subtext.
Do you not get poetry? What? Did I get subtext?
I don't get any subtext.
You fucking literal 4-year-old.
I laughed so hard.
I think we're lined up on this. Come on. AITA for telling everyone involved what my best friend's husband did. This one is a resounding not the asshole, and he is, but not because he did something stupid, even though it is very stupid.
Yeah,
it's not
the follow up.
Yeah,
it's the follow up
and the yelling at the wife.
Oh, bro.
Okay, bro, get your ego aside.
Anger. I mean, anger is a longer route to stupidity, but it'll work.
It works.
You know,
there's
a lot of ways to get to stupid. AITA for announcing my own mother's death on Facebook. Last week, mom died. It was expected. She was elderly. Soon after I got the news, I post on FB telling friends. After that, I received a message from a family member by marriage saying that it was inappropriate to spread the news since other family members who I have no contact with were in different time zones and that this family member was unable to contact his or her children to let them know. I was told I posted the news to, quote, garner sympathy, attention, and support. My husband got the phone call and told me about it, and after I heard the words, she's at peace, I didn't hear anything else. I have no idea what he said after. Maybe the family member asked my husband to tell me not to post anything, but I did anyway. 2 years ago, my aunt passed, and I was last to know. There was no consideration for me at that point. I'm struggling to understand why I was overlooked. I read the news on a cousin's Facebook page. So am I the asshole for posting about my own mother's passing? I had no idea who was called before I was, so I had no idea who was told. My family is vindictive and toxic, and I don't have contact with the ones who are in different time zones. Said family member has been part of the family for over 35 years, and I have almost 20 years on them. She was my mom, AITA.
Whoa.
Yeah, these are like made to infuriate us this morning.
Right. It starts so nicely, and then it turns into like... It kind of feels like whoever OP is like, well, they didn't do that for me.
Right.
Which feels icky versus just being like, I did it because of XYZ. I'm not close with them.
Yeah.
Well, it's new, but she's like, my family's vindictive. Kind of sounds that way, OP.
Yeah, you sound vindictive. I was having that thought. I was like, yeah, I have like little thoughts about, certain family members or whatever, but I would never I would just say like, yeah, we don't talk that much. Yeah. Because I'm not mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Telling someone that it's bad form to post their mother's death on Facebook is hilarious. Like,
I know it's best for
even
you.
if you were like their brother or something, you know what I mean? You're like, that's my sister. You're like, are you stupid? Like, are you playing?
Facebook? What is it? 2006? Use Instagram, you freak.
Well, that's what old people. I mean, if you're near death, you're on Facebook.
That's fair.
That's where death announcements are.
I was gonna say, if you are dead, you're on Facebook.
Remember when Facebook added that new feature? God, this was like in 2011. It was like life events, and then you could put like had a baby, and it was like go on timeline. It was more like a timeline.
Yeah.
And you could add died, and I died on Facebook. It was like a fun bit you could do. Yeah, I died.
You can't, now it turns your page into an in memorial page.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
If Facebook picks up that you're dead because enough people post on your wall like, dude, missing you, Kevin.
That's funny.
Putting a dip in for you, brother, or whatever. Facebook will somehow, maybe someone has to notify. I don't really know how it works, but you guys haven't seen an in memorial page?
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen the in memoriam page, but I remember it was maybe like, I guess every time I say it's 2 years, it's been like at least 4 now, but there was a year where there was more dead people on Facebook than alive people. Because people couldn't figure out like passwords to get in to delete pages.
Joe
and stuff,
Biden's
so
Facebook
died and stayed eternally alive on Facebook.
I love that.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with just getting this information out. It's your mom. I can see myself doing this because it's like, yeah, I'm connected to a lot of people on Facebook that I would never have any other contact with. The boomer crowd seems like a good way to let everyone know.
What do they prefer? Like the newspaper obituary, phone call?
A direct call, I guess.
Well, it sounds like OP's family, by marriage, I should say, wanted them to give them a chance to tell their extended family. So like it sounds like OP like posted it maybe like 8 p.m. and then the people that are on the East Coast or whatever coast were asleep, so they couldn't call them right away. I don't know. But it's like, this is what it is. The person died. That's not like, we shouldn't be
so
focused
what's
on
the
this.
problem with that? I don't understand the time zone. I don't even understand the objection.
They didn't get to break it to their children. Their children found out from Facebook.
So they didn't get to break it.
They had to process it themselves with their
I feel like
child
this
brain.
Is the thing. Speaking of, it's like, it's bad news. It's just bad news. I don't know. I think like if there needs to be a conversation, I think there's something to be said there. But I'm like, we'll have the conversation when we have it. But also, like, this isn't even like tragic, bro. Like, she was old and she died. It was expected. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not tragic, but it's still sad.
It's sad.
I have some stuff with Facebook because I feel like with like the generation of social media, I feel like a lot of younger people, like in their 20s, they announce things online before they even tell people close to them. And I feel like I have some people who are a little like, oh, like I'm really close to this person. And I found out that they were pregnant via social media and they didn't even call me and I see them all the time. So that kind of feels like off-putting and super non-personal in that way. But if it's like she's not close to her family anyway, then it sounds like they're just bothered because I don't know.
But you're mad at
in crazy ways.
You're mad at someone for that though?
For announcing things?
Like if I'm pregnant and I don't tell you right now, but you see on Facebook later today.
That would feel weird. I wouldn't be mad, but I would be like, okay, that's
there's certain things.
I didn't want to get into it.
Danny, for instance. So Danny's one of my best friends, female Danny.
Yeah.
If she literally posted on Facebook and said, I'm pregnant, and I saw it on Facebook, I would be like,
feel weird.
Excuse me, you're my best friend. I didn't even get a text.
Yeah.
Me?
A direct communication.
Yeah. That's weird. Or if somebody who I'm even less close to texts me and goes, did you see Danny's pregnant? And I'm like, egg on my face. Thought we were close.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. The direct communication would sort of be for someone more intimate.
But this doesn't sound like they're close at all. So it's like...
It kind of seems like this was reasonable. And like they're deluded about how close they are. Top comment went NTA. Did the same for my father last week. It was the most expeditious way to get the word out without spending hours on the phone. Dad was 92. Bro, wrap it up. Top descending comment. They quote OP who said... OP said, I read the news on a cousin's Facebook page and was mad. This person writes, this pushes into YTA. 2 years ago, you found out about a family member's passing on Facebook and you were upset to find out that way. Then you did the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that to me, what you're saying is more like it's a betrayal. It feels like a betrayal because typically you would directly message someone about something really good or really bad.
Yeah, and I could see how the mom thing was also... It's not about you being close with them. It's about your mom being close to these people. You know what I mean? So it's not like you.
I guess.
So it's
but
like,
if I found,
I see you.
Let's say we're all 90, right? And I found out one of you died, and from whatever the thing of the future
the
is,
AIta
Rumble.
pod.
Yeah. And someone's like, why didn't you? Now I'm mad at one of your kids because they didn't call me. You knew how close me and Danny were. We had a Spotify deal. That would be insane. That would just be an insane old person bothering a younger person for not understanding the times have changed. And that basically, this is like seeing an obituary in the newspaper where you're like, I'm sorry that you're not, at the phone whenever I could have called you to, but even if I didn't make this gesture or whatever, this is how you found out. It makes no difference. You're taking your feelings about this person's death and processing them through the filter of this social interaction.
I think I'm more, that moved me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm more with you on a baby. Baby's happy, whatever, the new big job, whatever, my movie's getting produced, whatever, something happy. But when it's death, it's like, God, man, I'm not going to be mad at the person who's closest to the person for not doing some kind of fucking bureaucratic bullshit. Like, you didn't let me know.
Yeah.
Don't you know me and your mother played pickleball? Like, it's just, that feels very self-centered and egotistical.
Yeah.
And I have to say, OP is being hypocritical. It sounds like there's a lot of drama, but they got mad at someone for this reason. Now they're mad that someone's mad at them. And so I'm not even dinging for them being frustrated now. I'm 2 years ago, you were mad about this.
Yeah.
And you didn't figure it out then, did you? You're kind of like someone who puts antifreeze in a gas tank. AITA for announcing my own mother's death on Facebook. No on the title literal, but for learning that you did the very same thing, I am saying YTA.
Whoa.
Wow, yeah. I was going to say NAH.
That's allowed. You do it. You do you, honey.
Yeah, I think, honestly, they threw us that little curve at the end and made it sort of in play, but I think it's NTA the whole way.
And the other people are?
Maybe not. I don't know. That I'm not necessarily clear on. It kind of feels like they are, but I don't know. I don't know their closeness to this.
How are you guys just giving her a pass when 2 years ago?
Because her mom died.
Because it was her cousin. It was some like random. It was one thing where you're like, okay.
No, I'm not dinging her for what she's doing now. Mm-hmm. I'm dinging her for what she did 2 years ago.
Yeah, but the question is she an asshole now? Not 2 years ago.
The question is, that's the title literal. Mm-hmm. The question is she being an asshole for the whole situation as it is described?
If that's the case, then they're all being assholes about it.
So you say everyone sucks here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll meet you there at everyone sucks.
I think she just threw that in as a random, weird, emotional confessional.
But it's part of the fact pattern.
I'm also from a place like in Romania. First of all, people still really use Facebook a lot, and they post deaths a ton. Old people are on it.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing that happens is someone will be like, at 12:30 last night, my mother walked into the light and she's met God and whatever. And then like 80 old people try to one up each other to see who could say the nicest.
Wow.
May the Lord bless her forever. She was and some other guy's like, I hope the devil and God bless her.
What? You can't hide in that way.
They're trying to like one up each other. So yeah, I think the
All right, take us out. Verdict?
NTA.
All right, folks. Here he goes. That's interesting. AITA for buying the same presents for my wife and my mom from my work trip. My wife and I aren't seeing eye to eye. Returned from Saudi Arabia on Wednesday, where I was sent by my company for a business trip. While there, I bought some local stuff to bring home since this was the first time anyone in my immediate fam had gone to the Middle East. Rugs, decoration pieces, dates, and local perfumes.
Yeah.
My mom lives close to us. We have a good relationship. So when I was buying something, I bought two of them, bought the same thing for my mom as I did for my wife. I thought this was a good idea, so both of them could get something from there. When I returned and gave my wife what I had bought for her and mentioned that the rest was for my mom, she got annoyed and said that it wasn't right for me to have bought her and my mom the exact same stuff. She was happy about the gifts when I was giving them to her, especially the perfumes, but when I told the others were for my mom, her mood soured. I told her it was the first time someone my mom was close enough to get things for her had gone to that part of the world too, but that didn't work. AITA.
I actually don't know how I feel about this one. I keep going back and forth, I feel like, when I think about it. Because I'm not married. I'm a single person. But I have been in a situation where I've dated somebody who was just not a good gift giver. I'm really good. I'm really observant. I like to give gifts that are like personal. I don't think I would ever buy two of the same gifts for people. But it sounds like this guy just is kind of like...
That's because you're not a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And this guy is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, bro, what are you really communicating with this? Nothing good.
My wife is my mom.
Exactly. Weird stuff.
I think that's a modern interpretation.
It just sounds lazy.
He's really communicating. Yeah, lazy. He's like, I have so much time, and instead of going to multiple places, I'm just gonna get two of everything. I've fucking done that before, by the way.
But he didn't even have to do that. He could have given them each half as much stuff.
But don't you think this was a safer route than if you got different things for each of them? And then the wife was like, well, I like what you got your mom better than what you got me.
I was about to say, we got to remember.
No, you're inventing. No, ma'am.
She's not.
Objection!
She's not, because bitches be tripping.
No, objection.
Well, that's definitely not what I'm saying.
That's not what she said.
That's what I'm saying.
People with kids, they buy their kid. Like my sister with my nieces, she's like, you better buy two of everything because they're just gonna fight over it.
I don't want to get
into. I
into.
don't necessarily agree with that because I think they need to learn to have their own shit.
Of course.
I've seen this in every permutation where you buy the like one person much nicer stuff and someone else a like lower quality thing, and they're like, why didn't I get this?
But even if it's the same quality, it could just be like, oh, I like that perfume, but I would be like, hey, I got all these gifts. These are the ones I picked out for you specifically, but feel free to look at the other ones if you like them better. You get whatever you want. Everything else goes to mom.
I'm with that. That could be a strategy, but that feels a little crazy to me as well. But you're right that could work. I'm just like, to me, a gift, and I think most people, is about being thoughtful.
And personal.
You guys called it lazy. Yes, exactly. Personal, thoughtful. You don't need to go buy 8 different things. I actually feel like if you get people too many gifts, that's also, because that feels like a deluge almost. But just 1 or 2 things that are like, yeah, you obviously thought about me and you took the time to get something for me. Because, like, come on. I mean, most people have enough bullshit. Oh, a date? Oh, what am I going to do? Lose my shit because you got dates? No, it's just like...
dates are so good.
But it's
First
more
of all,
this...
I know how hard it is to bring produce from the Middle East.
I know, right?
Yeah,
you got to fill out a customs form.
You have to smuggle it. They will not allow you to... You know what I mean?
You just had to go through customs and get it scanned and
Let's
stuff.
not get into the customs
maybe
thing.
Right, but,
and fuck ICE. And you know what? It's a lesser problem, but lay off the dates. Okay. So I think that is the sin here. This is also, if you are stupid enough to do something like this, you don't tell your wife. She don't need to know nothing.
I don't like that at all.
She would find out.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna
be more thoughtful, but also lie.
Well, at least have the smarts
they're
to
gonna call each other once a year at least.
And then she's gonna show up wearing the same perfume smell and be like,
oh, she's gonna clock that?
Yes.
All right. If she clocks it.
Perfume is very
specific.
specific.
This is just stupid. You don't get people the same fucking thing like this. Not your wife,
What's
bro.
wrong with that?
because it doesn't feel good. A gift is about being thoughtful and personal.
Well, also depends on where you go, because if he's not going somewhere to get gifts, he's going somewhere to work. He's also going somewhere where you really can't go around by yourself. You live on and work on a compound, and you have very, very, very little access to.
But he could have given his wife a perfume. He could have given his wife the dates and given the mom the fucking decor piece.
What if he's a bad gift giver and he's like, the move is to buy a bunch of this stuff and just see what everybody likes and give half of each.
That's what I was saying.
That's the safe sort of conventional move.
You're saying to lay it out for the wife and be like, pick what you want. That's not thoughtful either, though.
But I'm also like,
not thoughtful is not bringing any gifts. I don't see the scenario where you're bringing gifts and someone's like, you're not thoughtful.
Yeah.
You can thoughtlessly give a gift.
Absolutely, you can.
Like a gift card is a classic thoughtless
gift.
gift.
That's like when a guy buys his wife a fucking vacuum as a present. You're like,
okay, all right, fine. I learned something today.
See, I'm actually into hardware though.
I mean, some people.
I really want a steamer.
Not for me.
I want a commercial steamer.
Dude, my bitch got one.
The Bissell.
Really?
I got the Bissell one birthday. I was stoked.
I love that for you. What is a Bissell?
It's like the hard floor vacuum.
Yeah.
Nice. That's crazy. That's correct. Greek American Dom writes, YTA, you need to hear this. You made your wife feel like she isn't special. There's nothing wrong with giving the same practical gifts to both your mom and wife, but you should have also gotten something extra special and personal for just your wife. Gifts that you give to multiple people are utilitarian. For a friend, it's fine. For a loved one, especially a partner, you make them feel like it's an obligation and or less special. Go apologize and get her something she'll really like, just her, to make it up. I'm very with that.
Yeah, go back to Saudi Arabia.
Go back.
I like at the beginning, he was like, we didn't see eye to eye. Bring her to Saudi Arabia. You can't even look at her eye to eye there.
Oh,
there we go.
Lordy.
Top dissenting. No assholes here. Not going to call you an asshole, but this was dumb. When she received the gifts, it started by feeling like those specific things reminded you of her and you thought of her on your trip. Mm-hmm. As soon as you got the exact same things from mom, the gift turned to something you got because it was practical and easy, not thoughtful. The right move would have been to buy different things, even if they're similar, just based on the location. Not an asshole, but kind of an idiot. I just feel like it's so inept. I guess we don't have this guy's age, but I'm like, bro, how are you this inept? It's almost like, I guess I could get him off to just botch. Is this just a botch?
Is he inept? Because it's not like this is the first. I imagine this is not the first time he's given gifts.
Exactly.
To his wife.
How do you not pick this up?
It seems like it's very situational to the travel. That's
it seems like he doesn't travel a lot.
It was
well, he doesn't. They
thoughtless.
said it was he was the first one in his family.
I know he's emphasizing to go to that part of the world. Or whatever.
Wow.
And you're like, first of all, you can get more shit in Glendale from that part of the world than you can actually trying to traffic it back with your own personal suitcase.
It's true. Yeah.
But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is like a non-traveled person. And when you do get to places like that, there's like 6 options for what you can bring back or tourism shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you go to Istanbul and you're like, wow, there's so much shit. And you're like, well, you can't bring back this, and this. So you're like, all right.
But there's a lot of things you can bring back. He could have got his wife a bracelet.
Sure. Potentially.
A necklace.
But again, you always wander. Anytime you get something like
coaster.
that, you wander into the theory. Like people will tell you, like, you ever see a wife wearing the jewelry that her husband picked out? Never. They hate it. Like you let people pick out their own jewelry usually. It's hard to get someone a sweater, much less like a expensive necklace or something.
I just don't see her having a negative reaction to something she didn't like. It's the thoughtlessness that she's reacting to, and it gave her ick because it was like
she didn't even know it was thoughtless at first. That's the worst part.
What do you mean?
At first, she was like, "This is cool," and then she found out there was a double for the mom.
Absolutely,
well, that's what takes the special away.
Absolutely,
when you think something's for you,
that's the reality.
It's not
exactly. I'm sorry, but
you guys love delusion.
If this, fuck you.
I'm not saying that I would be bothered by this because my husband is gonna damn well know before he goes on the trip not to do that.
Of course, Radu, who would do that? You're lumping you and your wife and your mom in the same category. It's disgusting, bro.
What do you mean? This is your family.
This is giftual incest.
That's your direct family.
This is giftual incest, and you like it. You're sick.
Maybe I just see it completely differently. But I'm like, first of all, what are gifts? What is it really? You know what I mean?
I think they're an expression of specific kinds of love, and the gift you get your wife is different than the gift you get your mom.
He goes to the bathroom and he's like, writes a poem really fast. He's like, and this is the poem I wrote on my way home in the plane because I thought of you.
I think maybe often you're right. But like, let's say you go somewhere and it's a, you know, like a type of tourist trap place or whatever. They just sell one thing, you know. If you go to the Berlin Wall,
these were like local vendors. He said
they got a bunch of things.
It was like a market. There's tons of stuff.
I think let's use Karla's gift. She just got me as an example. She got me the shirt with a weird little duck on it, and it says like Echo Park Ducks, and that's all it says.
That's very dandy.
And it's not. I have no idea how much it costs. I'm guessing like $20,
$25.
If you got me a really nice jacket, I'd be appreciative, but it wouldn't hit like Karla's gift because it just showed thoughtfulness. Like
unless
I'm like,
it had a duck on it too.
Yeah, but it will help me. Do you understand that? I think for most people, not all, but like usually the gift is like about the thought and the energy put into it. And when I gave Karla gifts, I felt bad because I just got her a shirt.
He just tokened me into being Puerto Rican, but it's fine. I appreciate it. I wore it last night in my show. I cut it in half, made it a crop top. Yeah.
I just literally went on Amazon and searched Puerto Rican girl, some bullshit clothes.
Wow.
And bought her a mug.
This is more than I need to know. The mug.
See how it's ruining it, Radu?
But that's the thing is like we're not significant others, so it's fine. But I've had friends give me things that I do feel like I'm like, look, I'd rather get no gift than get a honed in gift. I don't want you to just buy me something because that still was related to me.
It was related to you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like my best friend and you're like, oh shit, I got to get her a gift, and then you just like get something to get it, that to me is like save your money. I don't want, because it's just gonna like, I've had friends go abroad and bring me beaded wallets back. I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking use this chunky ass wallet that says Panama.
Yeah. Well, it's
ever.
It's leftover social obligation.
I'm just saying,
that's funny.
Like,
that says
they
Panama.
Be obligated.
Of course, I'm with you.
Get it because you think it's special and it's related
from
to
a
how
time
you think
when
about
people
somebody.
didn't travel as much, so they're like, oh, every time I travel, I got to get some special shit that they don't have anywhere else.
Yeah,
bring it back to my friends
like
and love. And that doesn't exist anymore. You can get anything you want from Amazon or Temu or whatever.
I don't think you can get everything.
That's not true.
I don't think
Absolutely.
so.
We're not gonna AIta for buying the same presents for my wife and my mom for my work trip. For me, it's honestly, this is so inept. So there's no malice, but this guy's an asshole. I mean, you got to be better. You got to do better than
Soft
this.
YTA.
That's insane. To call someone asshole for buying gifts for their wife and mom. I can't see that in any scenario. This is like as big NTA and maybe your wife is as possible.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's a men's rights activist.
Well, I'm the only married person here, so.
This is the times I want
That's
Leon.
true. And your wife you guys have been happily married for how long?
7-8 years.
Good
So
luck
maybe
with
listen up, fucko.
Egg on our face.
AITA for not liking polyamory. I don't care if you're poly, it's your life and your path, and you are a free person. Thank you. I was having a conversation with a friend that's poly. She asked me what I would do if my partner suddenly announced that they're poly, and since I'm strictly monogamous, I said that I would break up. I said that in my personal opinion, a serious relationship is between two people only. She went nuts. Started insulting me, saying I'm a bad, closed-minded, and homophobic person.
Whoa.
I'm literally queer. I tried to kindly explain that this is my preference, to which she said, I can't say that for certain since I never tried it. I told her I see being monogamous poly similar to being gay lesbian. For example, I think you don't need to try dating men to consider yourself a lesbian. Sometimes you just know. She says she feels insulted by me and continues on saying I'm being homophobic. AITA.
I love this.
This one's fun.
I knew Radu would like
You
this
don't like what I'm
situation.
doing? Homophobe.
Homophobe.
That sounds like Colton. What's his name? That old bachelor who's on the Traders now, and everybody's like, we don't like Colton, but what we really don't like is that anyone who speaks against him, he calls them homophobic. And you're like, that's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So yesterday I misgendered. We have a friend who's a they, them. And I was like, we were like just joking about exes and stuff. And I was like, he is so toxic. And he's like, whoa, they are so toxic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Poly stuff. These guys are running around out there.
They're the future.
They sure don't seem very happy, given that they should be theoretically, numerically
happiest people in the
fucking
world.
more than us.
Yeah.
Real poly people, I think, are happy. I know one real poly couple.
Why are they real and the others are fake?
Well,
Karla?
because I feel like some people, like the big thing that people talk about a lot is like, people just say they're poly so they can sleep with multiple people. And it's like, yeah, that's being poly, but poly is about developing relationships, not just like when you're in a dating phase with someone and you're not exclusive, you can still go on dates with other people, sleep with other people. Like that's dating.
Exactly.
But once you commit, quote unquote, into a relationship with someone and you say, hey, we're partners now, and you become poly, that means you can still have multiple partners. You can still go on dates and do these other things. And it's an open understanding within you and your partners that you are committed to.
Right.
It's just not exclusivity. So I think when people who are using poly as like they're really just dating a lot of people. And you're like, you're not exclusive with anyone. You're not committed to anyone.
You're a fuckboy.
You're a fuckboy. You're dating around, but you're calling yourself poly because you can't tell the truth that you just want to be in multiple relationships. Like you're not actually committing time and energy to people.
Yeah.
To make relationships with them.
And I'll even say the person that's like trying to call the other person homophobic, like they're just misguided. There is maybe some phobic or phobia or regressive thing going on.
Well, OP is queer too, it says though.
Of course, I know. That's what makes it even funnier.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone down these roads before.
But there's something that like, all right, maybe if you just don't, if some level of lack of support or empathy for this thing, there's maybe something you could call. It's not homophobic though. That's the thing.
Well, like this kind of has no stakes, but we did one a while ago that was like, I don't want to invite my daughter and her polycule, and it was like other people to a wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think you've chosen an obscure lifestyle, which is. You're right, but like it's not on society to accommodate multiple people just because you get one person, just like everybody else. You get a plus. That's why we came up with +1. It's not +2. 4. It's not +X. It's +1.
That's
really funny.
+X. Oh.
Plus X.
Why? Why'd you what? I don't get it.
That's not a gender.
I was saying algebra.
Yeah. No, I got
Wait, how did you take it?
They do like Latin X instead of Latina or Latino. Like X is usually non-binary.
Oh.
But that's not how you meant it.
I was just thinking, honestly, again, I always go back to this. I was like, very Western culture of you, because Mormons and Muslims would be like, hold on, what do you mean +1? I thought I get 9 wives. What are you doing?
I don't know how it works with the polygamous.
It depends on certain sects, not all of Islam, whatever, but lots of it. They really do love the multiple wife thing.
I think it's fine if you want to be poly, but I don't like it. It's not interesting to me.
Yeah,
I think
think so.
Actually, I would just refine my opinion now.
Here we
actually,
go.
I think I'm down with multiple wives, but just a bunch of side pieces, that's wrong. You got to if you want multiple partners.
That's poly,
I'm saying if you want multiple partners, you got to make a covenant with God and the government
and commit. Well,
Yeah.
I think the other thing is also it's shitty of OP's friend to be like, you're not open-minded, when in reality it's like, no, actually I just know what I'm uncomfortable with and I'm supposed to just subject myself to a situation that's not going to feel good to me and I know it.
Yeah. Because people
that's not what friends
I have no desire to do this.
People could move the goalpost infinitely. You could try to date some poly people and they're like, you dated the wrong poly people. You just don't, you know what I mean? Like, it'll never fucking
feel that.
And it never stops.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I mean, it's, look, I think we don't have to be open to every kind of experience.
You can respect it, but you don't have to directly be involved in it.
How come it's so different? I've had sex with multiple people over the course of my life, and now you're telling me I gotta have sex with multiple people at the same time. I think like I got all the elements.
I treat it like
you know what I mean?
I treat it like any religious thing where it's like we have to respect like stuff legally and practically, but we don't have to respect it mentally, logically, or you know what I mean? Like I can be annoyed with this and be like, Dad, this is bizarre compared to whatever I grew up with or something.
I mean, if for instance, I go to these, a friend's house and we're having game night and everything's fine. And then, at the end of the night, they go, yeah, we're actually poly. I'd be like, oh, great. I don't care. I mean, why would that?
Yeah.
It has no bearing on me. I wasn't going to fuck all of you.
Well, here's the other thing.
It's like when someone tells me they're Protestant.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the relationship you're in. Because like if you're married, right? So if like Lily came out and was like, I would like to try polyamory, would you be like, no, it's over? Or would you be like, okay, well, you're my wife of 7 years. I want you to be happy. Like, what do you do in that instance?
I'd be like, you're going to embarrass me. You're going to go around town telling people I have a little boy dick.
What?
Would you try polyamory? Yes or no?
That's my understanding of polyamory.
That went a really weird direction.
This is what happens. You put Radu in a corner.
Let's just play this back. Lily wants to go poly, and you're afraid. You're afraid that she's gonna run around town telling people you have a little boy. That is such a non sequitur.
Would you? I mean, obviously it's a hypothetical, but like, yeah, that would be a
There's
tough
no good way to answer this because whichever way I answer, she's gonna get scream at me for.
And also, if you were like, no, I want a divorce, or no, we can't be poly, it's like,
well, no, there's a lot of room for like, I understand you want that, maybe, but no, I'm not interested in that. How do you feel now? Like that's part of probably the dialogue we would go.
Is this a deal breaker to our relationship now?
I don't think it's something I want, just personally.
This is a really bad
because of my boy. I don't need any relative.
You're like, I'm locked in with you, so we wouldn't have to do this anymore.
Interest rates were low. You have a contract.
What did the Jersey Shore cast member say when he wanted another white guy in the polycule?
I don't know.
Polly want a cracker.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Sorry. I ruined it. I ruined the episode. Top comment. I've never understood why people ask questions when they know there's a chance of them getting offended. You express an opinion. She disagrees. She needs to learn that people won't always see the way things she does. Rough Mango. I feel like poly is the thing that people make their whole personalities. Yeah. I mean, I think you don't have to fuck multiple people at once to say, I don't want to do that. That's okay.
Sure.
That doesn't make you a bigot.
Yeah, I think you're even allowed to be like, I'm annoyed by this or whatever. As long as you're like still part of polite society, you know, doing all the civil things that you have. Like, it's the same as any choices people make. You're like, I'm allowed to be displeased by other people's choices, not for any other reason than just the fact that we find each other annoying constantly and can live still in harmony and whatever. That's you know, the test of a modern society, I feel.
Also, if it went any other direction and OP's friend was like basically saying, so you're saying that if your partner says they want to be poly, you would break up with them. That's fucked up. You're closed-minded. But you're like, okay, and what if they said they were gay now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just be gay and we'll be together still. Like, no, things change. You get new information, you make different decisions.
What if your partner's like, I straight up don't like you? You just have to accept that.
Yeah, sorry, we're together. That's it.
AITA for not liking.
Feel that way in a month. Give it a month.
AITA for not liking polyamory. I think this is I call her the asshole. She's not doing poly people any favors. I'm like, she's not interested.
The friend, right?
Yeah, the friend. So I'm saying not the asshole, and she is.
Correct.
I'll go with that soft, but I almost wanted to be like, there's no assholes here because I understand the person is just. I don't like that they're using homophobic. You know what I mean? That's the only if they were found some other term to be like, you're feeling this way about that, they might almost be right. I don't know.
That's fair.
So, but yeah, I'm with soft NTA.
All right, folks. That's the show. Wait, should we do one more? Was that 3 or 4?
That was 3.
You guys want to do one more?
Sure.
Let's do one more. Why not? It's a shorty. AITA because I took my mask off when I knew I was sick. My wife and I were traveling and I happened to catch COVID. We had no option but to travel home with me being sick. Wore a mask and distanced myself from people as much as possible. At the airport, I sat in an area where there were no people, but I could see this boomer staring at me and I knew he was itching to say something about my mask. Eventually, he worked up the courage, walked over and sat down next to me and started telling me all about how masks were ineffective and I shouldn't be scared of catching a cold, immunities, blah, 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 all the regular bullshit they say. I pulled the mask down, leaned in, and looked him in the face and then said, I have COVID and I'm trying not to get everyone else sick. My wife says that I'm the asshole for pulling the mask down and talking to him so close when I knew I was sick. I say, fuck him.
Whoa.
This is a nice razor's edge one. It's tough because you're not an asshole to that guy that's being an asshole to you first.
Yeah.
But you are being an asshole to every other person that you're attempting to protect because you're not taking your mask down and just spraying it just at that guy.
Yeah, but if he's flying today, I guess is he on a departing flight home or is he going to his trip now?
The guy with COVID?
No.
We don't know.
The boomer.
We don't know about the boomer. I would assume departing because he's in the same terminal or
they're waiting for a flight.
But regardless, even if he gets him sick, that guy now is clearly not a mask wearer. So if he gets COVID, he's just going to be out here willy nilly getting germs all over people.
But you also can't. I can't feel even an ounce of sympathy for anyone being like, I got sick because I went up to a person in a mask and harassed them.
Honestly, that,
You're like, well, you should be grateful you're not dead, because if I was God, I would have killed you.
Yeah, I think the guy, that was an asshole move, because I get it, but the whole like, we go high when they go low, we have to like not, I don't know, like you have the sense to wear a mask to not get other people sick, but you don't have the sense to not pull your mask down and infect somebody. That's like contradictory.
Wait, what? You lost
this guy
me.
sitting away from everybody with his mask on to not get people sick. And then the moment someone gets close to him, even if they're an asshole or not, you completely abandon all of your fucking morals and pull your mask down and infect someone. You're an asshole for that.
I don't know about that, Karla. I feel like this is how I see it. If I'm like in the kitchen and I got a hot thing and I'm like, this is really hot, watch out, stay away.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, actually, hot things don't hurt me. I can't be hurt by hot things. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be hurt. I think you're wrong. And they're like, nope, I'm not wrong. I'm gonna touch it. I'd be like, all right.
And that,
I don't know what to tell you.
And that is in an instance where burns are not contagious. This guy is potentially
because of the second order, right? The second order cause.
Gonna go. That's literally like
because it's gonna spread all around.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't clock the detail that he's sitting far away.
He said he was like sitting separate, and then the guy finally mustered up energy.
Now I can't have even an ounce of empathy for this old guy, because it's like you came into the quarantine area.
He walked up to him.
I don't have empathy for the boomer at all. I'm just saying that the guy is asshole for taking his mask down. And
but if he's in an area kind of semi-quarantined or something by himself or whatever, he's like taking it down.
He said he leaned in.
Yeah, and the only person he can affect is this old guy.
But then that guy gets infected and he goes to other people.
She's right. There's second order consequences.
But by the time he's not in the plane, probably. That's all I'm saying.
No, not on the plane immediately, but in the next, what do you become? Contagious in 3 days. It's a good argument. It's going to be hard to get around that. Root Independence 14 writes, NTA, he believes masks don't work, so it shouldn't affect him at all.
True.
If only we could believe away COVID. Wow, that would have helped so much.
Didn't we?
We scowl. Hey, I just want to say I agree, but we should try to keep in mind that the idiotic boomer may very well now be infected, and thanks to his beliefs will likely spread the illness far to many people. Sometimes we have to bite the bullet and try to do what we can to help them, save them from themselves. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're right. If the principle was to isolate yourself and not hurt others just because this guy is a fucking annoying idiot, you really jump ship, because it's not about him. It's about the second order consequences. And that's why COVID was so like anxious and crazy. I don't think there's any way around that.
There's not. I mean, and you could go into like, well, everyone else should be wearing a mask to protect themselves, even if they don't have COVID. Like, sure. But
not
the one thing this guy could have done was keep his mask on, and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
I think he's like acting out of integrity, where it's like he wanted to do something, right? For me, I grew up with this like weird like notion of like integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Something people they teach you in church, I guess.
Yeah.
I think so. You can be lauded if you're doing that, and it's like, oh, that's a nice thing, that's great or whatever. But like slipping up, let's say lapsing in this or whatever, I don't think that immediately makes you an asshole. There's a huge difference. You know what I mean? Where like there's not a binary between like you're a good person or an asshole. There's a huge spectrum, a chasm.
For sure. But I also feel like
this takes them from good to neutral to me.
It's also like trying to teach someone a lesson who is not going to learn a lesson. Like,
no, but they could die, and that's the lesson.
I mean, yeah, they could die for sure.
That's a great lesson.
Which is kind of an asshole move.
It could be.
I don't know, dude. That's a great fuck around and find out is the best lesson of all time.
Yeah, so true.
I feel like Karla's got it on this one. I can't really fight that. I mean, it's just like, you're inflicting harm on more than this guy. It's strain on the healthcare system. It's bad to spread COVID.
It's funny, but it's shitty.
Exactly. It is funny. Maybe I could give justified asshole, because we all do want the boomer to get sick.
Well, I think they both are assholes in this situation.
I feel like this, for me, like what I would do to be an asshole if I knew I'm sick, I would take the mask off and be like, oh, you've convinced me. It must be, oh, I didn't know that. It worked. Yeah. And then I'm like, fine, let's do your thing.
That's basically what he did.
I don't think he did. I think he was like, I have fucking COVID. That's why he pulled his mask down to be like, I'm not just doing this for politics. This is
Yeah.
I'm doing it to
I have
help
a
others.
contagious disease.
And you're saying that you would just pretend to believe
Absolutely,
the guy?
yeah. If I'm already doing the minimum to stop other people and anytime anyone harassed me when they're like, wow, you're still wearing a mask, I'm like, I have AIDS. I would say something to immediately make them feel really bad. Oh, I have a type of cancer.
This guy's not going to feel bad.
You can trick people into feeling bad. You don't have to say it's about. I mean, that's the thing is he did make it about COVID, which is where people lost their mind. But you could just be like, I have stage 4 cancer and anything will kill me, and so that guy will just walk away crying.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I have pneumonia. I have whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think it's what he said. I think it's taking his mask off in general is the issue because he had COVID.
AIta, because I took my mask off when I knew I was sick. For me, it is everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
OP is a little justified, but Karla kind of nailed it off the bat. It's just like, bro, those are your principles. Just because this guy's a fucking MAGA zombie moron doesn't mean that other people that he's around are going to suffer, you know?
Yeah. What if there's babies on the flight?
I don't think you can be that.
No, he wouldn't infect anyone on his flight.
I know.
I think you just can't.
I mean, he'll probably get infected eventually.
You can't find yourself that responsible for every second and third order thing or whatever. Because
it's a second order thing.
I think, first of all, society has abandoned that principle.
Now.
What do you mean?
Like now you could have 104-degree fever, have full COVID, and there's nothing to do. You can get on a plane.
Well, we don't criminalize spreading diseases, which I think is good.
I'm not saying you should criminalize it, but we also didn't do anything. Like there was a time where you literally couldn't. You had to have a check and a test and a whatever.
Yeah, well, because COVID was an epidemic. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah. I understand.
I don't understand your point.
I think the cases would say it's still a huge, massive issue. Whatever. We just decided collectively enough of that.
Well, that's because people were vaccinated and.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's still, I mean, it's, again, not done, I don't think, anywhere. I think we got pandemic fatigue is what happened, and we're like,
I think it faded in its severity, and we have the vaccines.
Sure, to some degree, but I think every month, if you keep up with it, because I don't know, most people don't, they've now restructured COVID as a neurological disease. They've thought of it as like so much more comprehensive.
Okay, we're getting out of scope here.
The point is,
we agree COVID exists.
I think it's still just as bad as I think the vaccines helped tremendously, but not enough.
Bro, I mean, the first time I got COVID, I felt like close to death. The second time, I really, really didn't enjoy it. The third time, it was a bad couple days.
Yeah. Same, but I genuinely believe that across the whole world, we've just decided we're like, all right, at this point, people get it. They die. You can get vaccinated. You can protect yourself or not, whatever. So if society has decided, they're like, look, here's where the bare minimum, which is sliding down, is gone. Why does one person have to be responsible for the second order of other people?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fair argument. I'm not persuaded by it, but it is what you're saying. And so it sounds like your verdict is... No, not the asshole and the boomer is.
I can even see the soft everybody sucks here. Like
there we go.
The boomer
Radu is staying soft. This whole
boomer
episode.
Really, yeah,
he's so soft. He's got that little boy D thing. All right, folks, that's the show. Thanks for joining me. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time, people.
Bye, guys.